Welcome to Rippin' Strips, the podcast where we rip on comic strips. I'm L-Dog.
And I'm the Corn Dog.
And here we are.
We ran out of steam right after that awesome intro.
I was kind of like going to let you do the...
Let me take off from there. And I did, and I took that ball you threw to me and threw it right back at your head.
Yeah, that was not pre-planned. I was like running around before we started. Yeah, and then I just randomly sat down and instantly...
Yeah, you came in with gusto, though. I appreciated the energy. It was fun. And, I think we have an exciting episode for our viewers and listeners today.
For sure.
We have some replies to our comments we made on the political cartoons.
Hell yeah.
It's not much yet. It's only two on two different ones. One was from last episode, and one was one I posted this morning.
Oh, nice. Already got a reply.
Hopefully it's just going to take off. We'll see. But so stay tuned for that because that's some pretty exciting stuff. And I think you're going to want to hear what the people have to say about what we had to say.
Oh, yeah.
But until then, how you been, Big L Dog?
Pretty good. Been busy finally, man. Work has been slow for months, but this week and for the next month or whatever. I'm busy, which is good.
Yeah.
Been getting a lot of gigs. Oh, I want to say keep an eye out, but I can't reveal a show secret.
Just keep an eye out.
I played a cop on a show. I figured out from there.
Watch TV, Hulu, Netflix,
every show,
HBO. Watch them all. Any new episode that comes out, and keep your eye out because L-Dog will be coming to a screen sometime soon.
Oh yeah, and I nod.
Oh, whoa!
Pretty sweet.
Whoa, we just got an exclusive.
Almost
sneak
said a
peek.
line, but I learned since I was joking with people like, oh, I should just start talking because I was an extra. I don't have a line. They have to pay you more if you have a line. I thought.
Yeah.
But now I should call. SAG will explain it to me. But one of the actors at a gig I was at recently said, no, if you decide on your own to speak, they can use it, but they don't have to pay you extra. And I'm thinking, oh, well, that's kind of worth it.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't be mad at me because they got a free line out of an actor,
You don't think
if it was appropriate.
Right.
I
think that goes without saying, yeah. If you're like, my balls itch. They're like, what the hell? Cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean.
It's a gruesome scene. I'm just supposed to nod. I'm like, yeah, my balls itch.
Yeah. You know what else is a gruesome scene? Whatever's going on with my balls. Ugh, they itch like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. It feels risky. Doesn't it feel risky if you said something out loud?
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to check with SAG, and if that's the case, I'm going to do it because there's nothing to lose unless they're shooting on film or something, which no one does,
Right.
Because that would cost. Film's expensive, but digital, it doesn't matter.
I would just be scared that everyone would yell at me if I said something.
Well, we'll see if I have balls.
Yeah, balls.
We'll see if I can pull that off. I might be a scaredy cat. My bark is bigger than my bite.
Well, yeah, and you might not bark at all, and that's a problem. I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that. I don't want to talk you out of it. That's just me. I really want to see you have more speaking roles because you deserve them. And
well, thanks.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I don't go on auditions, and that's why I don't get speaking roles. I had a, and things will change in the future. I do want speaking roles. I'm open to it. Acting isn't my first passion, but
sure.
I like it's a fun job. But back in the day, I had a commercial
agent,
and I don't know. It just seems like a dead end. I don't know. It's like a bunch of time wasting. Like I'm trying to. I don't know. But since acting isn't my first passion, I can afford to kind of like just go with the flow.
Right.
I don't need to impress anybody. If they're naturally impressed by me, good. And if I want to just randomly say a line and the doctor's like, wow, he's got something.
Yeah.
I'm already getting paid for that day. That's the thing about auditions. You're not paid for that.
Right. But if you say something, and it sounded like you said doctor and not director, and so I encourage you, if you're going to speak up in roles, to make sure you don't flub your lines like that. But I think that you wouldn't just be a favor or wouldn't just make people happy or they get a free line. I think that you need to recognize what you could contribute to the art of acting.
Well, yes. Yeah, but in that moment on that show where I was joking with people, oh yeah, I'm going to start talking. I definitely could have, because I can't go through the scene. But yeah, there was I nod basically, so I could have been like, yeah, you're right. Or, I could have said something, and it probably would have made it a little funnier.
We could have been like,
whatever.
Righto, bloke.
Yeah. Just randomly Australian or something.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought. That would be great. Or you have one of those little computers. Yes, that's what I saw as well. Like, oh my gosh, does he have a voice box? Is he like Stephen Hawking?
Would I be miming that? I mean, that would require me to like bring a whole apparatus.
Well, if you're more,
I think they would notice before I got to the.
If you're convincing enough with your space work, maybe they could ADR that in later.
One time I did. Now rules have recently changed, so what I said may be true, but in the past you really were not supposed to say a line at all.
Yeah,
because they would have to pay you. And I was on the O.J. Simpson show that had Cuba Gooding Jr. playing O.J.
Yeah.
Weird casting.
David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was one of the lawyers in the prosecutor's office, and I forget the female prosecutor's name of that case.
Marsha Clark.
Oh, yeah. It was Marsha something. It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Marsha Clark. So in the scene, I'm supposed to... You see my back. She's walking toward the camera. I'm walking away in the hallway, and I walk by with everyone's congratulating her on a good showing in court.
Yeah.
So I walk by and I just do one of those, and in post they added someone else's voice.
Good job.
Yeah. So it's me. It's clearly me, and it's like,
hey, good job, Marsha.
it's like, what the hell?
That's incredible.
And they had to pay somebody for that. I would wish it was me. But you can't see my face anyway, so whatever.
Right. Were you tempted at all when you walked by her to take your cup and just dump it on her? Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, when I was in high school, Tabitha, if you're out there, what's up? Shout out. She's really cool. And me and her were friends back when this happened, but we were at a football game. And by the way, she was really cute too in high school. We never had a thing or anything, but it was like this cute, cool girl.
I could tell. Cool name.
I'm
Tabitha.
gonna
It's a sexy name.
Yeah, I'm gonna so I attempt a flirty joke. I'm holding a cup with some trash in it. It doesn't have any liquid in it, and I faked her out, but it did have liquid on the bottom, and it came out right into her face. And I was just like, oh my God, no. And that was one of the most humiliating things that ever happened to me, let alone
her.
Right. Came out of
was she pissed?
Of course, but she eventually understood. I guess I convinced her that it was I really didn't mean to do that. I swear I did.
You don't have to stick to the lie anymore. I think the statute of limitations are gone. You can tell the truth.
Man, no way. I never would have done that to her. She was being nice too. It was like, she's like, hi. I was like, psh.
Oh my God.
I was just trying to make her flinch, I'm just kidding. Come here. But it's like I fucking splashed her.
That's a bad. That's not even that funny of a joke in the first place, and then to have it go that horribly wrong.
It wasn't smart in the first place. It was very awkward, dorky high school.
That's the type of shit you do in high school, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember in high school, I didn't know you were supposed to brush your teeth in the morning. I thought you were always supposed to brush your teeth before bed. Mm-hmm. So I'd always have bad breath in the morning. I go, what is everyone else doing? How do they do this? And what I would do is I would go first thing in school. I'd be like, well, I don't want to go to class and be talking to these, ladies with my stinky breath. So I would always go straight to the vending machine and get a Code Red Mountain Dew and chug it before school started.
Oh my God! So you're all hyped up, and your breath is gonna stink even more later. from
Well,
the
that's
sugar.
why I have veneers now. Yeah. Yeah. No, surprisingly, my teeth were okay. My teeth were okay. Just, I don't understand how I didn't know that you're supposed to brush your teeth in the morning, or didn't even even not having to, even if it wasn't a rule, how I didn't think, well, maybe other people don't do it, but my breath stinks in the morning, so I should brush my teeth. I don't know how I
Yes.
didn't figure it out.
Well, as you roll out these things you didn't know, including up till recently, you didn't know to wash your swimsuit. Were you a latchkey kid? What was going on? I thought you grew up in a beautiful property on a farm with your loving parents guiding you.
Didn't grow up on a farm, but yes, I mean, I get what you're saying. I did have a. I did
Oh,
have
sorry,
a
you just have chickens and fruit trees and it's an orchard. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, that's closer, I guess. But yeah, no, I mean,
it's a nice property though.
It is, and I don't know. I think I was just a weird. I was not anymore. I fixed it, but
Totally.
I think I think I'm on the side of most of our viewers and listeners when I say that you wash your swimsuit every time you swim in it. So why are you washing it again?
Well, I'm not gonna arbitrate this. What's the word? Relitigate this.
Yeah,
It's up to the viewers to say one or the other. No viewer has ever mentioned this issue. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's hilarious.
I don't.
I'm
see
the one that always
point.
brings it up.
My girlfriend has washed my swimsuit since then and has brought it up as well. But I still don't understand it, and it still feels like it's just going to wear out your swimsuit even faster. Those harsh chemicals in the soap.
That's true, but it'll be clean.
What do I need it to be clean for? That's what the chlorine does. It gets all up in there.
The river chlorine?
Yes. Okay, maybe after a river, if you don't get in a pool quickly afterwards, then you could wash it.
All right, time for a trip to the pool to wash our swimsuits.
Yeah.
We're done with the river.
Or you wear your swimsuit in the shower. You ever do that?
No.
You keep wearing your swimsuit. I only shower in a swimsuit. No, I don't. I'm not
at
never
the
dude.
beach, you do that, but
you never gone swimming somewhere in a river or something like that, or even in a pool, and then afterwards you go take a shower and you start with your swimsuit on, then you take it off once the webcam's fired up, and you kind of wring it out.
hey, you know what? Different strokes for different folks. I am a clean folk and you're a dirty folk, so it's cool. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I am late to catching on to some sort of hygiene clues. And like the toothbrushing thing, maybe I'll start washing my swimsuit when I get to 50 years old. I don't know.
I will say, I don't know. I don't think you need to brush your teeth twice a day. But I mean, I brushed it before meeting with you. When I'm going to meet with a person, I usually just brush them then. Or if it feels gross.
Yeah.
But I probably brush once a day still. Is that gross?
Yes, you're disgusting.
I do it in the morning. I should.
You don't do it before bed?
No, I should. But a long time ago, I had sleeping problems. So these days, I just really am tired by the time it's bedtime. I exercise every day, and I just want to crash. And
yeah, but you got to brush your teeth at night.
I don't, and a lot of times I don't take my contacts out either.
That's, I think, yeah, I have no idea. I've never had contacts, so I don't know what that is. How bad that is for your eyes.
The last time I saw the dentist, he said I have really clean teeth, so whatever.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the first time I'd been to the dentist in like a decade. And
Wow.
he asked when was the last time I'd been there, and I told him, and he was surprised by that. And it's like, you know what? I'm not surprised. I think we need dentists in this world. We need to brush our teeth, but we're told we don't need to see a dentist every single year, especially not every 6 months, in my opinion.
I have no idea.
Do you go every year?
I went a few years without going. My problem with dentists are if they tell me I need work done, I think, oh, they're just trying to get money out of me. And then if they tell me everything's good, then they're the perfect dentist.
Right.
You know, it just feels like I feel like you can never tell if a dentist is just trying to, well, if I give him a filling, he's going to have to pay me $600 and then I can, buy that Beamer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That $600 Beamer.
It's well used and it's on cinder blocks, but I can finally get that. But I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it feels like they're just charging you extra. Oh, yep. See this X-ray? See that right there? And you don't know what the fuck you're looking at when you're looking at an X-ray. It's like, I think those are teeth.
Right. I do trust my dentist, and I've gone to him before and told him long story short, he actually turned down work for himself. Like, I don't know. I trust him. But,
I like that. That's what I want.
But even he wants me to come every 6 months. Oh, your insurance only covers once a year, so come once a year then. It's like, I don't need to come unless I have a cavity. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But how do you know you have a cavity?
Well, I mean, obviously if you feel it or if you see it, but
have you seen a cavity? I've never seen a cavity in my life.
I thought I did have a cavity. It turns out I did not.
Yeah.
But I saw a black thing, but I guess I just brushed it out. I don't know. Maybe it was a cavity, but he says they can not reverse, but all the plaque can be wiped out, and then it's still it's still there a little bit, but it's like doesn't need to be drilled out. It stopped advancing. The plaque is gone or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. We need to figure out better teeth. It seems like we kind of have with veneers, but it sounds like those you can hear when someone has veneers. They have that veneer whistle.
Yeah, I don't like.
They're talking like that.
I don't love the artificial look of veneers. Although Nicki Minaj definitely has veneers, and I like her weird teeth, but they are really weird.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I did not see you bringing up Nicki Minaj's teeth.
Because she's hot. I don't know. She has a hot face, and she has a great smile, but they're clearly fake teeth, right?
Yes, I think it's clear that she has fake teeth, among other fake stuff. And she also commented she liked Ben Shapiro's rap song.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot what it was about.
I don't know. I think he name dropped Nicki Minaj, and then she's like, "Yeah, go off, King. You're sick."
Nicki, where you at? Yeah, it was it was funny, but I don't remember what it was about. But I mean, he was in on the joke. I don't know, and he did have a good flow for a dorky Jewish guy.
Well, I don't think he wrote any of his raps. The guy Tom McDonald, the greatest rapper of all time. Thank you. I was at a loss for words there. He probably wrote all of his fat rhymes.
He is a good lyricist.
Yeah. He is. Yes,
I do remember that line from that rap. I'm the biggest independent rapper in the world. Like, he said something like that. It's like,
yeah,
I don't think so.
I guess I
highly doubt that.
He's like, he's totally like playing it up for like the Trumper crowd.
Oh yeah.
But I guess he's Canadian.
Well, I guess I don't know what his real beliefs are, but I think it's all business minded. I don't think he's just saying exactly what Fox News viewers would want to hear.
Right. I know. It's pretty interesting. Pretty good move. Yeah, business wise. I guess he must believe it to some extent. Because that's all his friends and fans have got to be that at this point, It would
You're
be hard.
stuck with that crowd.
It would be hard to not believe that. The only way that I feel like you could do that is if you were at one point planning to do a big turn and expose all your fans for being idiots.
I've fantasized about that.
I know. It sounds so fun.
Like, I want to just become, because you could plug in and just start saying the same thing Candace Owen or whoever says.
Right.
And get huge because people just eat that shit up.
Right.
And then like point out what was wrong with everything you ever said.
Right, exactly.
But then everybody just hates you because the left already hates you at that point.
Right. Yeah, because it's like, wow, cool, you're actually on side. But what about those 6 years or however long it took?
I know, yeah.
You were just hyping this shit crowd up.
I know.
Yeah, it's tough.
You were invited to the White House. Now you're turning.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
at a certain point.
right. Yeah. Yeah, but we need to figure out a better teeth situation. We need I have always said that I think you should get a new set of teeth in your 30s. I think we should be born with 3 sets of teeth.
Yeah, it is annoying that these will only get worse.
Because you lose your baby teeth so early.
Yeah.
And then you're with your adult teeth when you're at 6 years old. What 6-year-old is ready for that responsibility?
Yeah, not me.
Not me.
Were you? Did you have braces growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I
Wow.
have pretty straight teeth.
You have very straight
that I
teeth.
grind, and they're chipped. And from this angle, actually, you can see this one's a little messed up, but I think it's cute. It's all right.
I had braces, and I had one of those bottom glued-in retainers. Have you seen those? It's like a metal bar that goes from like the front of your bottom teeth. I had that I got my braces off when I was 18, and I'm 23 now. So I had the bottom bar I had that bottom bar on for I just got it off this year. For like 20 years, I had that bottom bar on. And they're supposed to be permanent. A lot of people I know still have them that are my age.
I knew an elderly teacher when I was in 8th grade who had braces.
Really? Yeah, some
I don't
people.
know if it was that same glued-in thing.
Yeah, this is like glued in the back, so you can't even see it unless I tilt my head down. You wouldn't even be able to see it.
Right.
But I just got mine off. Well, I didn't get mine off. It's kind of a nicer way of saying it. I broke it off on accident. And then they pulled it all the way out. I broke one side off. And they're like, well, once you break one off, it's really hard to get it to stick as well as it did the first time. So they took the whole thing out, and now I have a retainer I wear at night.
What? I didn't know that.
A bottom retainer. I'm a bottom. My retainer's a bottom.
So why do you need that for the rest of your life? Is your mouth constantly...
I guess what they did, like when they put it in, they're like, oh yeah, you can get it out in college. And I was like, okay, sweet. But then they, I guess, realized that no, you got to keep those little permanent, those things got to be permanent, because if you take it out, my teeth are just going to kind of like fold in on it themselves, I guess. Just like fall down like
Bizarre.
A stack of dominoes onto my tongue. Yeah, it seems really bizarre. It doesn't make sense to me at all, but whatever. Now I get a retainer to wear every night before bed.
It's not that bad.
No, it's actually...
I'm supposed to wear a mouth guard, but I don't.
Yeah, because I grind too, so it's actually good for that. So now I'm not grinding my teeth while I sleep. I'm just feel my jaw clenching against the plastic. And I'm ripping pieces off and swallowing microplastics all night.
Yeah.
Which is good. Microplastics are kind of like a better form of fiber for humans.
Right.
They clean you out better.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it scrapes the insides of your tummy.
These are healthy. I eat these.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The yellow mic.
I know. What should we do first? Should we get into Ripley's now, or should I do the comments?
I'm dying to hear the comments. Let's at
Okay.
least read one earlier.
Let's get into the comments. Let me just refresh this page to make sure there's no new ones, because these are the internet is going absolutely insane.
Did you break the internet?
I think we did. Okay. So if you will remember our last episode, we had we commented on this comic called Prickly City, and where a cat was saying, he's like, I'll just read it real quick. The cat says, I hate to say this, but President Biden just doesn't seem to be up to another term. And then a donkey in a suit comes in and goes, at least he's not orange. And the cat goes, yep, that makes all the difference. And that was the joke. And so Logan and I came up with a comment on the air that says, on the last episode. And we wrote, no, it is about him being orange. I hate orange. Ever heard of Agent Orange? No, thank you. None for me. I'll take green or blue or something, just not orange or Jewish. That was our comment. And then we got a reply from, I don't know if I should read their name, whatever. we got a reply, and they said, one of these things is not like the others. Did autocorrect get a hold of you?
Oh, they gave us the benefit of the doubt.
They
That's
really
nice.
did. They really did. I thought they were going to get a lot more. I kind of was expecting to maybe get it flagged or something, but nope. Yep, autocorrect. That's what it was.
That's funny.
What it was. And then today I posted, because I'm trying to post them earlier now because that's when all the engagement happens. You know, a new comic comes out, people get their morning cup of joe, run straight to their favorite comic strip website and read all the political comics they can.
That's what we all do.
And get ready to argue online about it. These people all clearly have a lot going on in their lives, including me. So this one shows Biden sitting in a square, and he goes, I can't do anything about the border problem. And then he's like, it's not like there are big switches to throw. And he's sitting on a giant switch that says executive action on the top and immigration on the bottom. So they're basically saying he could stop immigration if he took some executive action and it's his fault. Right?
Right.
So he said, I can't do anything about the border problem. It's not like there are big switches to throw. So I commented on that one this morning. I agree. Borders Books does have a lot of problems, and I hope Biden stops sitting on his tush and does something about it.
Nice.
I couldn't say ass because they have a filter.
Oh, wow.
So then we got a comment from Truth Social LOL that says, Borders Books closed more than 10 years ago. I don't know whether to feel sad for you not knowing that or sad that only people lacking in information like you are the maggots who worship Trump.
That rocks, dude. Great job. That is awesome. That's what I'm looking for. That's funny.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't the Borders Books at the Americana?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. That is so funny.
Yes. Oh, no, that's a Barnes & Noble.
They feel good about themselves.
They feel really good about themselves. They totally owned us.
Maggot. That's a good one.
Yeah, right? And then I'll read the other comment I have, too, just since now we're doing this segment. I did another comment, yet to get any replies, but that's okay. And this one is a picture of Biden, and there's a bunch of pigs with lipstick on it, and he's holding it. And each of the pig has something written on it. Mortgage, 7%. Food prices up. Car prices up. Gas prices up 48%. Electricity up 28%. And they're all pigs sitting there with lipstick on. And he goes, I'm going to need a lot more lipstick, because he's trying to make it look good for the election or whatever.
Yeah.
So I commented on that one. I think the lipstick makes those pigs look sexy. Is that the point? Is that one of Biden's new policies, to make pigs look sexier? If that's true, then I know who I'm voting for in November.
Biden, right? Is what you mean.
Yeah. I like how
Any
sexy.
replies?
No replies to that one yet.
All right.
Let me check. Yeah, the website's being kooky.
All right. Well, that's a success. Sweet.
That is a success. We're getting more engagement. And I think the earlier I wake up and post on it about these, the better it's going to be for us.
I'm going to do it too. I've got the password from you, but I haven't
It's all
commented
good.
yet.
It's all good. Well, we can come up with one right now if you want.
Absolutely.
So this one I found, it's a policeman holding a gun, and the barrel of the gun is drooping down. And on the patch on the policeman's arm, it says Biden impeachment investigation.
Okay.
So it looks like, I guess, he's shooting himself in the foot.
Biden.
Because the impeachment of Biden is going bad, and it's hurting the Republicans, I'm guessing.
There's an impeachment vote on Biden?
They're
I
trying
didn't even
to
know that.
There's an impeachment investigation because of Hunter Biden and Hunter Biden's laptop.
But I thought that had to do with not Biden himself, but some other cabinet member.
It has to do with Joe Biden. They want him impeached because of Hunter Biden's illegal dealings with
Dude, we live
Ukraine
in a
or
banana
something.
republic.
I
mean,
said it.
But we're also the richest country, but I mean, it's being run the same way. That's insane.
Yes.
And I don't like Biden, but it's just like every president gets impeached now. What even is the meaning of anything?
Because it's
So-
a political show. Well, you don't have to impeach. You just announce it and then have impeachment in headlines for the full 4 years of their term. And then at the end, you just kind of drop it and forget about it and move on.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
It doesn't matter if they've done
Doesn't
real
waste
crime or
anyone's
not.
time.
No.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, it's a win-win because if you impeach Biden, great. If not, then you go like, you're just going to be like, well, see, Biden was almost impeached just like Trump. Why is Biden, it's just like a win-win for everybody involved. And you just put out, we're doing something for you.
Depressing.
Anyway, I guess that's a funny comment.
But anyway, yeah. Just right. This is sad. The state of our country. No.
That's
All
actually
right.
probably
So, yeah, but the gun looks like a limp dick. So that's the obvious joke.
Right.
Let's see.
Right.
Maybe Biden needs some
There's-
capital grade.
There's nothing wrong with that gun not being able to be erect. It can still murder people in plenty of other ways.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
It's not this. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the gun that can't get erect. It can still pleasure a woman. Is that too far? Pleasure a woman? That might be too far with a picture of a gun.
Yeah.
It can still shoot in plenty of other ways.
Right.
Just because
It's not the size of the gun. It's the motion in the ocean.
there's nothing wrong with that with a gun that can't get erect. Well, I got one. I have one. And I'm not afraid to share it. I hear for hymns. I hear for hymns, or you know what for hymns are? The boner pills.
Oh, I thought it was underwear.
I think
Okay,
it's
so they're boner
Skims.
pills.
Or like Viagra. I heard
Right. I'm trying to. Yeah.
for hymns is making bullets now. Is that good?
I mean, I would vote say Viagra because I didn't know what Four Hems was.
There's nothing wrong with a gun that can't get erect. I have one, and I'm not afraid to share it. Although my mom did circumcise my gum without my consent when I was a baby. I like that. No?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Did circumcise my gun without my consent when I was a baby. I've lost all pleasure when I shoot.
Man, that's crazy though. I seriously had no idea. I had never heard, and I do actually watch a few political shows, and no one has mentioned Biden an impeachment hearing.
Yeah, well,
Other than one of his cabinet members might have already been impeached, but that's a separate.
yeah.
I mean, that's
know-
not
I don't
Biden
know
himself.
What you're talking about. All right, so here's what I wrote. There's nothing wrong with a gun that can't get erect. I have one, and I'm not afraid to share it. Although my mom did circumcise my gun without my consent when I was a baby. I've lost 60% of my sensitivity when I shoot.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Hopefully we'll get something back on that one. That's Clay Bennett's political cartoon. If anyone's looking for to follow along at home,
That's
go
right.
comics.com, Clay Bennett.
Hans Moleman is our commenting account.
Like the great Simpsons character.
Yes, his head's like a peanut.
That's right. That's right. All right.
I'm gonna blow a booger.
Yeah, blow a booger. No, I think keep it in. Let people know you're human. Everyone kind of looks at you as this sort of demigod, and it's nice to let them in on the moments where you're actually a living, breathing human hunk of flesh like the rest of us. Because, usually they look at you, and I've seen the comments people are making that you're kind of, looks like you're even floating on your stool. You're not even fully sitting down. And they see
It's true.
aura behind you and in front of you and inside of you.
Wow, I haven't seen that comment.
Oh,
Thanks out there.
yeah.
I was working. Was it yesterday with a female bodybuilder, and she was really hot, and she started talking about all her bodybuilding stuff, and this guy started being, he got real horned up, and he was just like, oh man, what's her name? Let's just say her name's Veronica. It's like, whoever Veronica's partner is got a handful, man. Oh my goodness. He's like saying this in front of everybody at work.
Yeah.
Which I was thinking the same thing, but
Sure.
but I was like, whoa, dude. I mean, they had met before, but Veronica was just like, thank you so much. Yes, oh yeah, I do have a great body. Da da da. I was just like, wow. But,
Wow.
I don't know.
Was she
Just a
like
weird-
like shredded? Like,
I noticed before she mentioned it, and she was wearing a long sleeve shirt, but yeah, I noticed. I was like, wow, she is in shape. But then she started talking about posing, and she was like showing one of the other actors how to like do the pose and stuff.
yeah.
He was smooth. He was flirting with her in a cool way.
Right.
Like,
right.
well, why don't you show me that? That's a good flirt.
Yeah.
The other guy's just like, man, y'all don't know, man. Like, she's shit. Oh my God. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she was just like, thank you.
Oh, she liked it.
So then I was like, yeah, dude, spread your cheeks.
see, now that's smooth. That's
Yeah.
smooth.
What? Your face cheeks? No, I don't know.
Do you think she could have grabbed you with one hand and picked you up like this?
She just looked like a super fit, hot chick. She didn't look. Although she took her whatever overshirt off and she was wearing a sleeveless. I don't know. I think I would probably win in a arm wrestling thing. I don't know.
No way. She's a bodybuilder.
She was shredded, but her arm was smaller than mine still, you know.
You think? Yeah.
She didn't look, not that muscular women look manly, but she wasn't one of those. She didn't look manly, but she
She didn't look like an American gladiator. She just looked like someone who was just perfectly toned.
Yeah. And she wasn't like super skinny or anything, but you know, she was like, you know, not a tall woman,
Yeah.
and she was probably thicker than your average woman, but I don't know. But she won awards and stuff, so I don't know. She was pretty big.
Wow. Yeah.
She wasn't like she wasn't hulking. That's the way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you cover her skin in iodine and put her in a swimsuit, and she probably looks pretty.
She's hot, man. She had a pretty face too. Iodine?
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 Yeah, I think that's what they put on, or tan, to tan their skin for the bodybuilding competitions.
Oh, I'm not a bodybuilding expert. Although
Well,
I
I
did
am.
also date a bodybuilder, a female bodybuilder once.
Really?
Well, before she became one, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I regret not still being with her because she's a bodybuilder now.
Right, she could protect you.
But she's cool. Ashley, shout out to Ashley. Shout out to all the chicks I know, man. You know.
Sure, why not? Yeah, all the females. There's one thing that women don't like is being called females.
Really?
Yeah. Well, even in a slangy way, just like, what's
Oh,
up with my
yeah.
females out there?
Oh, but I just said female bodybuilder a bunch, so.
Well,
but
that's
okay,
fine.
I think.
That's fine. Yeah. Or using it as an adjective.
That'd be weird if I was like, she's a woman bodybuilder. She's a girl bodybuilder.
She's a girly little girl bodybuilder. Bodybuilder. Bob the Builder. She's a girl, Bob the Builder. What's up with all my females out there? Females. Hey, I love me some females. What do you think about that? Should we get into Ripley's, believe it or not?
Sorry.
Let's do Ripley's, huh?
Just trying to think of where to go from there. Let's do Ripley's.
I thought of the perfect thing, my man. The perfect freaking. Oh yeah, I'm doing it so much better now. I know what I'm doing. So this one, so for Ripley's, Ripley's, believe it or not, if this is your first time listening, they have a comic strip in the newspaper, and they have incredible facts that you believe it or maybe you don't because they're so fucking crazy. You can't even wrap your goddamn mind around them.
Believe it or not.
So
here we go.
This one I had to pick and choose because no one comic had 3 good enough facts in it.
Right. Okay.
Like for instance, just to give you an example of a bad fact, with 123.4 million viewers, Super Bowl 58 had the most viewers for any telecast since the moon landing in 1969. Who gives a shit? But the interesting one, this one was all space, and 2 of them sucked. But one I found very interesting.
One might say unbelievable.
Do you like it when I kind of quiz you? Or should I just read the fact?
Sure. No,
Okay.
I want to see.
I'm
interested in space stuff.
Okay. Astronauts can't blank. They can't do this on a spacewalk due to the lack of air pressure in their suits. I would be amazed if you got this. It's very bizarre.
Well, first of all, they do have pressure in their suits or they would die. That's why they're wearing suits.
Yes,
So,
but there's not enough
got
pressure.
That wrong.
There's not enough pressure for them to do this.
Fart or burp?
That's not, I guess it's kind of close. Whistle.
Okay, but I mean, there's also a thing right in front of your face.
You can still whistle it.
Oh. I thought that wouldn't work. Well, shit. I guess that's a pretty crazy fact.
That was awesome. Oh, man, that was freaking awesome. All right. Okay, all right. Then that's why we do the segment, folks. All right, here's the next one that I found interesting. In 2024, this year, they didn't even need to say that, a 285-year-old lemon found in the back of an old cabinet drawer was auctioned for $1,780 in England.
Whoa. Of course, that's all it says. We don't know if it was right
Right.
to eat.
Well, it can't be good to eat, but it also can't be a normal orange that just that would just turn into goop.
Right.
So it had to have been dried out or something like that, like a cracker. And there's writing on it. I don't know. I don't understand. 285 years though. That's 200 years ago is 1824. Oh, they have the 1730 something. What's 5 minus 4? 1739, I guess. This lemon is from 1739.
That is interesting and pretty unbelievable, but they give you so little info. It's a pretty signature factoid right there.
But what do you do after you buy that lemon?
I know. What, put it in a glass case?
I guess. Do you try and zest it? It's probably...
you try to eat it? Make a YouTube video? That's probably what they did.
I mean, honestly, for $1,700, yeah, it's not unbelievable that they would buy it for a YouTube video and go, I'm eating this 200-year-old lemon.
Yeah,
it's me, Rocky. I'm going to eat this 285-year-old lemon.
Right.
We all know
Good old
Rocky.
Rocky.
My favorite YouTuber. Okay. And here's our last fact. Food passes through a giant squid's brain on its way to the stomach.
Whoa.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Gnarly. That's a good fact.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Can you imagine how much smarter I would be if all the hot dogs and shit I ate went through my brain first?
You make a lot of hot dog jokes. Do you really eat hot dogs every week?
No, I wish. I love hot dogs.
That's so weird. I mean, I don't hate hot dogs, but it's so weird to love them to me.
Really?
Yeah.
It's, it's been my appreciation has grown, I feel like, the older I get. Where I would always pick hamburger over hot dog every time. But the older I get, the more I crave a dog.
You know, perhaps I am paranoid in my old age, but I'm trying to eat less processed foods, of course. But I think a lot of it comes from just my fear of cancer. Eventually,
Sure.
everybody supposedly has cancer in their system at any given time, but it's being fought off. But if you eat processed foods, statistically, you're more likely to get cancer. But
Well, I mean,
I don't know if that wasn't on my mind, maybe I wouldn't be so averse to stuff like that. But because it is, it's like, yeah, hot dogs are out of the question.
wow.
And even the buns, even the buns you buy, unless it's at an organic store, it's like, I don't want those either.
No, those buns are, they're not real.
No, it's made of this.
yeah, exactly. They're completely created in a lab when using no ingredient you've ever heard of. It feels like they're like grown.
I still don't know what niacin is.
Niacin is in walnuts.
Okay.
That's all I know. I'm pretty sure it's in
Well,
walnuts.
how did it get in bread?
Good.
There's no walnuts in my bread.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe niacin isn't one of the bad ingredients, but that's the one that I always look at. I'm like, I don't know what that is or where it came from.
Do you know what riboflavin is?
I feel like in biology I learned something about riboflavin, but I don't remember.
I love the name.
Yeah, I think our cells use it to do something. I don't know.
Sounds right to me. I'll take that and run with it. All right. Where are we at?
Got 12 minutes left.
Perfect.
To an hour.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Is hot dogs the most processed food that you won't eat? Are there other foods you stay away from because of the process?
I used to eat more hot dogs than I used to eat more bologna, actually. And I try to stay away from bologna and even salami and stuff like that, like lunch meat. I try to stay away from these days.
Yeah.
I'll do it every once in a while, and I'm not strict, but
Sure.
I will not go out to the grocery store and buy that stuff. But if I'm at work and everyone's going to, a sandwich place, that's not a big deal.
Right. Man, I haven't had bologna in years. I'm going to get some.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know.
It
Just
is
slap
good.
a couple bolognas on some bread, and it's like pre-seasoned and stuff. I don't know. It's like a complete.
Yeah, I mean that used to be my favorite meal as a kid. Is a bologna sandwich with mayonnaise and ketchup.
Oh, ketchup! Interesting.
I know it is interesting. It's a weird move, but you can see I'm kind of already moving in the hot dog direction as a young kid.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, I know. And I like mayonnaise too. I don't understand why for us Americans mayonnaise was taboo to put on a hot dog. Why it was only ketchup and mustard and relish.
Hard agree there. Yeah.
There's nothing. I think a perfect dog, honestly, is just mustard and relish. But I'm into mayonnaise. You get when you get like one of the dirty dogs, like the vendors on the street where they have the bacon wrapped hot dogs and they put the peppers and the onions and the mayonnaise.
Oh yeah.
Ooh-wee! That might be the best hot dog experience you can get.
Yeah, those are good. I'll admit. I love bacon and hot dogs and all that stuff, but I try to stay away. But hot dogs, I don't miss
Yeah.
those. I do miss bacon.
Yeah. So you're going to a 4th of July barbecue, which is coming up in only 4 or 5 months. You're going burger every time.
Yeah.
What if you're going to a business lunch where everyone's buying it at a place and they have, burgers, chicken sandwiches?
Chicken sandwich then.
You go chicken sandwich over burger?
Oh yeah.
fried.
Yeah, that depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes beef has stuff in it that other stuff doesn't, like iron. It has more iron, so I don't know. I listen to my body.
Sure.
Sometimes I crave a burger, some beef, and so.
Yeah.
But usually I'll go for a chicken sandwich over anything, just about.
What I will do is look for someone to split half burger, half chicken sandwich.
I would do that with you. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
That's why I started this whole podcast, is to ask that question.
Yeah, no, I love sampling. I'll order a sampler of, a buffet, yeah.
I will try anything new that's usually, I guess it's a little bit of an overstatement, but if you have something new or interesting on a menu, I am going to want to try it, unless it looks like shit or sounds like something I know I won't like.
You know what? When you leave here today, I was going to eat some sardines. Do you want to try one?
I've eaten sardines before.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess it wouldn't be that interesting.
No, it wouldn't. My girlfriend's got a bunch of tinned fish, and we got to eat it for lunch.
Oh, you're going to eat it anyway.
I'm going to be eating it anyway. I'm going to be eating so much tinned fish. All right, so we had to take a quick break to eat some sardines. Our mouth started watering too much while we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So now that we put down 6 or 7 cans apiece, we're ready to finish up the podcast.
For YouTube viewers, we had a technical difficulty, and the angle will be weird now, but we're going to wrap up the episode soon anyway, so might as well finish it.
Let's finish it.
The video.
Let's bring the comic strips head to head.
Let's do it.
All right. So you won last week. I forget the name of yours even because
Geach.
How could I forget that name? It rolls right off the tongue.
Geach.
Must be from one of the Romance languages, that name.
It's French.
Guiche. 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 That guy sounds Portuguese.
Parlez-vous France? Geach? All right, I actually have to find one.
Okay, that's fine. Should I go first? Because I am very prepared today. I'm very prepared, but if I had to say with honesty, I'm not feeling very confident, especially going against a comic strip named Geach. That has me shaking in my boots a bit, but I'm going to try and persevere and push through with confidence and the knowledge that I am fundamentally a better person than Logan is. And so maybe I can... Oh, sorry, I forgot. Didn't realize you might be listening to that. So that possibly I can...
All right, whatever. I picked one. They're all the same level of awesome.
Oh, no! What a roller coaster you just took me on.
All right. 3 panels. Geach by Jerry Biddle. It's usually just guys sitting at a bar talking to the bartender, at least the last 3 that I saw. I guess there's a bunch of characters, but this guy's sitting at a bar. He says, "You're looking good today, Brother Fester." Brother Fester's the bartender.
Okay.
And he kind of is a Mo Sizlak type. Kind of
Okay.
looks. And he goes, "How good?" "Well, better than usual." "How do I really look?" "A whole lot worse. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a compliment." It's bad. I lost.
He's looking a whole lot worse today, actually. But he didn't want a compliment? I don't get the last frame. Well,
yeah.
Thanks, Gooch, or whatever the name is.
Oh. No, that's what you get. That's what you get, Geach. Fucking Biddle.
This comic strip, I don't know where it's printed. And I think it's by Dana Summers, so I don't know if that's a woman or not. But the name of it is a little odd. It's called Bound and Gagged.
Whoa.
I don't know
Risque.
if it's in like yeah. I don't know if it's in like S&M Weekly or whatever, but so it's a guy he's holding a microphone and he's interviewing a woman, and he goes, "You lost 100 pounds through hypnosis. What do you have to say?" And she goes, "Cock-a-doodle-doo, bark, 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 bark."
That's funny.
I honestly don't know who won.
No, I think you won.
Okay.
Yours is a joke. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, but I do like a Mo Sislak type. All right.
Yeah.
That's
Mo's
it.
funnier.
Bound and Gagged has taken the title for this week. Tune in next week to see if Bound and Gagged can repeat. I don't like how much I'm having to say bound and gagged. This isn't a fucking true crime podcast. Why do I keep having to say that?
It is now.
And it's hinting at my sadist sexual preferences.
Sadistic.
Yeah. But yeah, tune in next week and find out what happens in the wild, wacky world of comics.
Wild world of Bound and Gagged.
That's right.
That's what it's called,
Bound and Gagged. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, because bound could be a double entendre, but what gag is just gag.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Until then, keep gripping.
Keep ripping.
And keep stripping.